In the ancient whispers, where time stood still, Christian and Rose found a chamber, a secret to unseal. Veiled in ivy, shrouded in lore, a hidden path awaited, a mystery to explore. The Holy Grail, in its silent grace, rested on stone, an altar's embrace. Glowing with a light so pure, so divine, a symbol of good in their bloodline to shine. In that chamber of secrets, of shadows and light, loomed the specter, a ghastly sight. Carved in the wall, eyes of ruby red, a symbol of evil, of dread to be shed. Between these two, a scroll so old lay unrolled, its story untold. A map of the world in symbols arcane, a quest it revealed, a prophecy's claim. This journey of trials, of courage and fear, a path winding far and yet so near. In this scroll, a prophecy deeply sown of good and evil together, not alone. In the chamber's heart, a pulsing unseen, the grail shimmered, a celestial sheen, while the specter's eyes, a menacing glow, spoke of darkness, an ancient foe. Christian and Rose, with a gaze so true, understood the journey they must pursue. Bearers of light, challengers of night, seekers of truth in darkness and light. Stepping forth from the chamber's embrace into the forest, their path to trace. The journey ahead, clear and profound, in the Grail's quest their destinies bound. Thus began the tale of the Grail and the specter, of Christian and Rose, the world's protectors. In the dance of good and evil, they'd find their way, shaping the fate of the world, come what may. In the lineage of light, where histories entwine, Christian and Rose, with bloodline divine. From ancestors of old, where the soul's journey began, through the cycle of lives, a timeless plan. The karmic field, a tapestry of fate, with each generation new paths they create. Their family, a constellation of souls, in each reincarnation playing vital roles. In the echoes of time, their ancestors' deeds lay the seeds of the future in their souls' creeds. Each life a thread in the family's weave, a legacy of good they continue to achieve. Through the ages, the souls in their kin, reborn, reshaped from within. The Grail's light, through generations past, in their lineage a luminous cast. In this saga of souls, the specter's dark trace, a shadow that follows, a relentless chase. Yet, in their family's spirit, resilience is found. Against the darkness they stand their ground. Christian and Rose, bearers of the past, in their souls the family's virtues amassed. With each rebirth, wisdom they gain, in the dance of destiny, a celestial refrain. The family's efforts, in God's will they trust, in each act of kindness, in each deed just. Their souls, like stars in the heavens aligned, guiding them forward, the truth to find. Thus, in the journey of the Grail and the specter, their family's history, an integral vector. In the weave of time, in the soul's grand score, Christian and Rose to destiny's door.
In a world divided where shadows fall, a vision of togetherness begins to call. Hearts align like stars in the night, creating a tapestry of hope so bright. In a world fractured where shadows loom, a clarion call of unity disrupts the gloom. Hearts unite in defiance of the night, forging a beacon of hope, blazingly bright. In the realm of unity, beneath the endless sky, where every voice harmonizes and dreams fly high. Guided by wisdom, a new path we embark, in a world reborn where love outshines the dark. In the bastion of unity, under an eternal sky, every soul resonates as our aspirations soar high. Led by unwavering wisdom, we boldly embark in a world transformed where love eclipses the dark.
The concept of love transcends the confines of human emotion, presenting itself as a potent energy that resonates throughout the natural world. Today, we explore love not only as a fundamental emotion, but also as a vital force that influences evolutionary biology, societal dynamics, and universal harmony. By synthesizing insights from different spheres of life, from the simplest organisms to complex human interactions, we uncover the integral role of love as an energy that binds and propels life across all forms. In the vast tapestry of life, love manifests as more than a human emotion. It is a driving force evident in the survival-driven actions and social behaviors of countless species. From the protective instincts of birds to the sacrificial behaviors seen in mammals, what might be anthropomorphically termed as love is observable in various forms across the animal kingdom. These behaviors, which include bonding, parental care, and group sacrifice, not only enhance the survival of individual offspring, but also ensure the persistence and prosperity of entire groups. Love energizes individual growth and societal health, reinforcing bonds within species and supporting networks of mutual aid. This dynamic is evident in both human societies and animal groups, where love or its equivalents foster cooperative living and enhance reproductive success. The triadic relationship here between individual love, A, species benefit, B, an evolutionary advantage, C, illustrates how personal emotional states contribute to broader species survival and ecological balance. At a broader societal level, love is the cornerstone of stable, cooperative communities. In humans, it nurtures trust, compassion, and altruism, which are essential for the formation of cohesive societies. Extending this perspective to a universal scale, love acts as a cosmic principle that promotes unity and continuity across the universe. It guides the evolution of societies and ecosystems, ensuring that life not only survives but thrives in harmonious balance. The integration of love across individual, species, and universal levels underscores its role as a fundamental cosmic energy. This triadic relationship highlights how individual and communal love contributes to universal good, fostering environments where life can flourish across generations. The harmonic convergence of individual well-being, species health, and universal balance emphasizes love's essential role in sustaining life's complex web. Viewing love as a type of energy provides a profound understanding of its role across different dimensions of existence. From driving evolutionary success in the natural world to nurturing human societies and maintaining cosmic harmony, love is a foundational force that underpins continuity and cohesion in the dance of existence. Recognizing love's pivotal role across these domains enriches our appreciation for its power and necessity, revealing that love, in all its manifestations, is not merely an emotion, but a cornerstone of life itself. By exploring and acknowledging this energy, we gain deeper insight into the interconnectedness and intrinsic value of love as an essential, life-sustaining element in the universe.
In the forest deep, where tales come alive, Christian and Rose, destined to strive. Under moon's eerie glow, through gnarled trees weave, they walked, where fate and legend weave. Rose in her cloak, a hue deep as wine, in this ancient wood, a tale redefines. Innocence and wisdom in her eyes did blend, a soul old and knowing in a young life to spend. The trees whispered secrets, ancient and grave, a warning, a prophecy to the brave. The wolf, a shadow, a primal fear, lurked in the darkness ever near. A chill in the night, a subtle dread, wolf's presence, unseen where they tread. In the heart of the woods, time stood still, a test of courage, a battle of will. In the realm of love under the setting sun, Christian and Rose, their fable is spun. Rose, now a beacon, innocence forebode. A path through the woods to Grandma's abode. Rose, with a heart pure and bold, carries the grail, the light of old. Through the forest, she sang her song, plucking the flowers as she walked along. Through thickets and shadows she daintily tread, unveiling the story, where old tales are shed. Stalked by the wolf with eyes alight, a symbol of the dark, of endless night.
In the heart's core, where silence speaks, a flame ignites, no words it seeks. Boundless, fierce, yet tender and mild, it unites all, adult and child. Love, in its ultimate form, a force that binds, transcending time, it's where every soul finds a connection so deep, a thread unseen, weaving through lives in spaces between. Beyond the clamor, beneath the strife, lies a quiet place, far from life's rife, a sanctuary where peace takes root, in every heart, in silence, mute. Peace, a tranquil harmony that flows. Through inner realms it softly glows, a calm so deep it stills every storm. In its embrace we find our true form. Ascending high beyond the blue sky, where dreams and reality intertwine, fly. In this dance of light, shadows fade away, leaving only clarity. Night turns to day. Love and peace in their embrace guide us to a transcendent place. A realm where souls in light are dressed, in ultimate unity we are blessed. Transcendence, a state so divine, where love and peace beautifully entwine. In this sacred space we are one and free, in harmony with all, in blissful glee.
The concept of world peace can be broken down into smaller, interrelated components, each essential to the whole. These components, when examined as triads, reveal the dynamic interplay between various values and principles. For instance, harmony, justice, and equality form a triad where each element supports and reinforces the others, creating a stable foundation for peaceful coexistence. Conversely, understanding the negative triads, such as conflict, injustice, and inequality, helps us identify and address the root causes of discord. Each triad offers valuable insights into the relationships between different aspects of peace and guides us in making meaningful changes in our communities and societies. By fostering trust, cooperation, and understanding, we can build a culture of mutual respect and collaboration. In the following sections, we will delve into specific triads, each composed of 3 interconnected values or principles. We will explore their relationships, supported by illustrative quotations, and examine how these triads can guide us in making real-world changes that contribute to a more peaceful and just global community. Coexistence. Harmony, justice, and equality. Harmony, justice, and equality form a triad of peaceful coexistence, each element reinforcing and sustaining the others. Albert Einstein's reflection, "Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony." In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, underscores the necessity of harmony in transforming chaos into order and potential. Harmony creates an environment where justice, as Martin Luther King Jr. articulates, can flourish. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Justice ensures that fairness prevails, preventing discord and fostering a balanced society. This in turn nurtures equality, a principle famously declared by Thomas Jefferson. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Equality reinforces both harmony and justice, ensuring that every individual receives fair treatment and equal opportunities, which reduces the potential for discord and injustice. Together, these concepts create a stable and peaceful society, where harmony supports justice, justice upholds equality, and equality sustains harmony. Equilibrium. Conflict, injustice, and inequality. In examining the inverse triad of equilibrium, we see that conflict, injustice, and inequality are closely interlinked, each perpetuating the other. Albert Einstein's insight, "Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding," highlights the futility of force in resolving conflict, emphasizing the need for justice and equality to establish lasting peace. Frederick Douglass's assertion, "Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, neither persons nor property will be safe," illustrates how injustice breeds conflict, as denied justice leads to unrest and instability. Nelson Mandela's warning, "As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest," encapsulates how inequality fuels both injustice and conflict. When equality is absent, disparities and grievances grow, leading to injustice and conflict. This triad shows how the absence of harmony, justice, and equality leads to a vicious cycle of unrest and instability, highlighting the importance of addressing these issues to achieve equilibrium. Reinforcement. Trust, cooperation, and understanding. Trust, cooperation, and understanding are fundamental to reinforcing peaceful relations and societal progress. Ernest Hemingway's words, "The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them," illustrate the importance of taking the first step in building trust, which is the foundation for cooperation. Helen Keller emphasizes this with her statement, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much," showing how trust fosters cooperation, enabling collective achievements that would be impossible individually. Ralph Waldo Emerson's insight, "Peace cannot be achieved through violence, it can only be attained through understanding," ties the triad together by underscoring the role of understanding in building trust and cooperation. Understanding reduces conflicts and misunderstandings, fostering an environment where trust and cooperation can thrive. Thus, trust leads to cooperation, cooperation enhances understanding, and understanding further solidifies trust, creating a reinforcing loop that strengthens peace and unity. Feedback. Mistrust, non-cooperation, and misunderstanding. Mistrust, non-cooperation, and misunderstanding form a destructive feedback loop that undermines peace and harmony. Stephen King's observation, "The trust of the innocent is the liar's most useful tool," reveals how mistrust can arise from deception, leading to non-cooperation. Mahatma Gandhi's principle, "Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as cooperation with good," highlights how mistrust leads to a refusal to cooperate, often exacerbating conflicts. Stephen Covey's insight, "Clear communication is critical to overcoming misunderstanding and building trust," emphasizes the role of misunderstanding in creating mistrust and non-cooperation. Misunderstandings fuel mistrust, which in turn fosters non-cooperation, creating a cycle that can only be broken through clear communication and efforts to rebuild trust. This triad demonstrates the importance of addressing mistrust, fostering cooperation, and ensuring clear communication to prevent misunderstandings and promote peace.
In the dawn of time, in the age of strife, man's soul was marred, a corrupted life, barbarity reigned in hearts so cold, a tale of darkness ancient and old. But from the heavens a mercy sent, God's own Son on a mission bent, to seed the world with souls anew in new bloodlines, great hopes to brew. Women, the victims of this brutal past, their souls untainted, steadfast and vast. In them, the purity of life's true song, enduring the pain, the suffering long. The wolf, an entity old as sin, witnessed this change from deep within. A soul so ancient, so twisted with hate, set out to destroy, to alter fate. His mission, malevolent, through the sands of time, to wipe out the bloodline, a crime so prime. The wolf, embodiment of ancient wrath, tread the earth on a destructive path. His soul, a vortex of evil so deep, in the shadows his vigil to keep. Yet in this divine chess, pieces in play, the new souls emerged in light's array.
Causal: education, awareness, and tolerance. Education, awareness, and tolerance are causally linked, each fostering the other to create a more peaceful and understanding society. Nelson Mandela's assertion, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," underscores education's role in raising awareness and promoting change. Nathaniel Branden's observation, "The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance," highlights the progression from education to awareness. As individuals become more educated, their awareness of different perspectives and issues increases, which is essential for developing tolerance. Helen Keller's statement, "The highest result of education is tolerance," encapsulates the triad by showing that true education leads to a broader understanding and acceptance of diversity. Thus, education cultivates awareness, awareness fosters tolerance, and tolerance further supports education by creating an open and inclusive learning environment. Reversion: ignorance, intolerance, and conflict. The reversion triad of ignorance, intolerance, and conflict illustrates how the absence of education and understanding leads to discord. Martin Luther King Jr.'s insight, "Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscientious stupidity," highlights the peril of ignorance, which fosters intolerance. Mahatma Gandhi's warning, "Intolerance is itself a form of violence and an obstacle to the growth of a true democratic spirit," shows how intolerance rooted in ignorance leads to conflict and societal strife. Wayne Dyer's statement, "Conflict cannot survive without your participation," suggests that ignorance and intolerance feed into conflict, perpetuating it. This triad demonstrates the need to combat ignorance through education, promote tolerance, and reduce conflict to achieve a more harmonious society. Nonlinear: freedom, prosperity, and peace. The nonlinear triad of freedom, prosperity, and peace reveals a complex interdependence where each element influences the others in a nonlinear manner. Martin Luther King Jr.'s assertion, "Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, it must be demanded by the oppressed," emphasizes the active pursuit of freedom, which is essential for prosperity. Mark Twain's observation, "Prosperity is the best protector of principle," shows how prosperity can uphold and sustain freedom by providing the necessary resources for its protection. Ronald Reagan's insight, "Peace is not absence of conflict, it is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means," ties the triad together by highlighting how peace, fostered by freedom and prosperity, is essential for handling conflicts. This triad demonstrates that freedom leads to prosperity. Prosperity sustains freedom, and together they create a foundation for lasting peace. Retrospective: oppression, poverty, and war. The retrospective triad of oppression, poverty, and war illustrates how these negative forces are interconnected, perpetuating cycles of suffering and conflict. Victor Hugo's statement, "When dictatorship is a fact, revolution becomes a right," highlights how oppression leads to resistance and conflict. Mahatma Gandhi's observation, "Poverty is the worst form of violence," shows how poverty, often a result of oppression, breeds further violence and instability. Albert Einstein's warning, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones," underscores the devastation of war, which is both a cause and effect of oppression and poverty. This triad demonstrates the need to address oppression and poverty to prevent war and create a more just and peaceful world. Inclusive: dialogue, agreement, and stability. The inclusive triad of dialogue, agreement, and stability highlights the importance of communication and consensus in achieving a stable and peaceful society. Malala Yousafzai's assertion, "The best way to solve problems and to fight against wars through dialogue," emphasizes the role of dialogue in resolving conflicts and fostering understanding. Albert Einstein's statement, "Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding," underscores the importance of reaching agreements based on mutual understanding. Tom Robbins's observation, "True stability results when presumed order and presumed disorder are balanced," ties the triad together by showing how dialogue and agreement create a balanced and stable society. This triad demonstrates that dialogue leads to agreements, agreements foster stability, and stability provides a foundation for ongoing dialogue and understanding. Exclusive: silence, disagreement, and instability. The exclusive triad of silence, disagreement, and instability shows how the absence of communication and consensus leads to discord and chaos. Martin Luther King Jr.'s warning, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter," highlights the danger of silence in the face of injustice, which leads to disagreement and conflict. Mahatma Gandhi's observation, "Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress," suggests that while disagreement can be constructive, silence prevents the resolution of conflicts and leads to instability. The Dalai Lama's insight, "Instability and a lack of peace cannot coexist," underscores the importance of addressing disagreements through dialogue to achieve stability. This triad demonstrates that silence fosters disagreement, disagreement leads to instability, and instability undermines the possibility of constructive dialogue and consensus. Conjoined: unity, respect, and security. The conjoined triad of unity, respect, and security highlights the interconnectedness of these elements in creating a secure and harmonious society. Martin Luther King Jr.'s assertion, "We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools," emphasizes the importance of unity in overcoming divisions and fostering a sense of community. Lawrence Stern's statement, "Respect for ourselves guides our morals, respect for others guides our manners," underscores the role of respect in maintaining social harmony and security. The anonymous observation, "Security is not the absence of danger, but the presence of God, no matter what the danger," ties the triad together by showing how unity and respect create a secure environment. This triad demonstrates that unity fosters respect, respect enhances security, and security supports a united and respectful society. Bottlenecked: division, fear, and isolation. The bottlenecked triad of division, fear, and isolation shows how these negative elements restrict social progress and harmony. Aesop's warning, "United we stand, divided we fall," highlights the dangers of division in weakening social cohesion and stability. Franklin D. Roosevelt's statement, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," underscores how fear exacerbates division and leads to isolation. Mother Teresa's observation, "Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty," shows how isolation, often a result of division and fear, creates a sense of alienation and disconnection. This triad demonstrates the need to address division and fear to prevent isolation and promote social cohesion and harmony.
A redemption story in mankind's heart, a chance to end what once did start. But the wolf, an evil, so fierce, so raw, against God's plan he bared his claw. For even in darkness a purpose so grand, in the tapestry of life, a darker strand. The wolf's story, a reminder grim, of the path from which we must not dim. To the heart of the woods, where destinies collide, Christian, the hunter, with eyes open wide. In each step, a silent vow to keep, to protect his rose in the forest deep. The wolf, cunning, a force untamed, struck with ferocity, all goodness disclaimed. But Christian, undaunted, his spirit aflame, fought for the light in God's holy name. The moon hung low, a witness in the sky, as the two forces met with primal cries, facing the incarnation of malevolent will. Christian's strength, born of righteous will.
Faith in this context is a belief in the potential for positive change and the power of continuous growth. Faith begins with an acceptance of truth. This is not just acknowledging facts or realities, but embracing the full implications of one's actions and their consequences. It's a recognition that facing the truth is the first step towards meaningful change. It's about trusting in the journey of transformation that begins with the acceptance of truth. This faith revitalizes the understanding of truth, making it a source of strength and resilience. Faith here is not passive but active. It acknowledges the challenges inherent in facing the truth and changing for the better, yet it holds an optimistic and hopeful stance toward the future. It sees the potential for growth in every realization, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable. It provides the resilience needed to confront challenging truths and the fortitude to persist through the transformation process. Faith here is the enduring belief that every step taken in truth is a step towards positive change. Active faith is a driving force. It's not content with static acknowledgement, but pushes for continuous growth and development. This kind of faith is transformative, encouraging one not only to face the present truth, but also to actively shape the future through sustained effort and commitment. Truth, compassion, and faith together create a dynamic force for personal and collective transformation. This synergy suggests that an honest appraisal of oneself and the world, truth, combined with a heartfelt connection to others' experiences, compassion, and a resilient belief in the potential for betterment, faith, can lead to profound personal growth and societal progress. As individuals and as a society, we find balance and harmony when we navigate our lives with these principles. Truth grounds us, compassion connects us, and faith propels us forward. This triad fosters a holistic approach to life where personal integrity, social empathy, and optimism coalesce to create a more loving, understanding, and hopeful world.
Harmonic, mutual respect, collaboration, and lasting peace. The harmonic triad of mutual respect, collaboration, and lasting peace illustrates how these elements work together to create a harmonious and enduring peace. R.G. Rish's insight, "Respect is a two-way street. If you want to get it, you've got to give it," emphasizes the importance of mutual respect in fostering collaboration. Henry Ford's statement, "Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success," highlights how collaboration builds on mutual respect to achieve lasting success. Mother Teresa's observation, "If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other," ties the triad together by showing how mutual respect and collaboration create a lasting peace. This triad demonstrates that mutual respect fosters collaboration. Collaboration leads to lasting peace, and lasting peace reinforces mutual respect and collaboration. Dissonant, violence, distrust, and hatred. The dissonant triad of violence, distrust, and hatred shows how these negative elements are interconnected, perpetuating cycles of conflict and discord. Isaac Asimov's assertion, "Violence is the last refuge of the incompetent," highlights the destructive nature of violence, which often arises from distrust and hatred. Stephen King's observation, "The trust of the innocent is the liar's most useful tool," emphasizes how distrust undermines social cohesion and fosters violence. Martin Luther King Jr.'s statement, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that," underscores the importance of overcoming hatred to prevent violence and build trust. This triad demonstrates the need to address violence, distrust, and hatred to create a more peaceful and harmonious society. Convergent, unity, progress, and sustainable peace. The convergent triad of unity, progress, and sustainable peace highlights how these elements work together to achieve a lasting and stable peace. J.K. Rowling's statement, "We are only as strong as we are united, as weak as we are divided," emphasizes the importance of unity in achieving progress and stability. George Bernard Shaw's observation, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything," underscores the role of progress in fostering sustainable peace. Martin Luther King Jr.'s insight, "Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal," ties the triad together by showing how unity and progress lead to sustainable peace. This triad demonstrates that unity fosters progress, progress leads to sustainable peace, and sustainable peace reinforces unity and progress. Divergent, regression, chaos, and fragmentation. The divergent triad of regression, chaos, and fragmentation illustrates how these negative elements disrupt social cohesion and stability. Sidney J. Harris's warning, "The greatest enemy of progress is not stagnation, but false progress," highlights the dangers of regression, which leads to chaos and fragmentation. Carl Jung's observation, "In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order," suggests that chaos often arises from a lack of true progress and cohesion. Stephen Covey's statement, "Strength lies in differences, not in similarities," underscores the importance of overcoming fragmentation to achieve unity and stability. This triad demonstrates the need to address regression, chaos, and fragmentation to promote social cohesion and progress. Combination: reconciliation, mediation, and restoration. The combination triad of reconciliation, mediation, and restoration highlights the interconnectedness of these elements in achieving lasting peace and healing. Thich Nhat Hanh's insight: reconciliation is to understand both sides, to go to one side and describe the suffering being endured by the other side, and then go to the other side and repeat the same, emphasizes the importance of reconciliation in resolving conflicts and fostering understanding. Ronald Reagan's statement, "Peace is not absence of conflict, it is the ability to handle conflict by peaceful means," underscores the role of mediation in achieving peace. Desmond Tutu's observation, "Restoration is a prerequisite for peace," ties the triad together by showing how reconciliation and mediation lead to restoration and lasting peace. This triad demonstrates that reconciliation fosters mediation, mediation leads to restoration, and restoration supports ongoing reconciliation and peace. Division: disagreement, conflict resolution, and peace building. The division triad of disagreement, conflict resolution, and peace building shows how these elements work together to resolve conflicts and build lasting peace. Joseph Joubert's statement, "The aim of argument or of discussion should not be victory but progress," highlights the constructive role of disagreement in achieving progress and conflict resolution. Nelson Mandela's insight, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling but in rising every time we fall," underscores the importance of conflict resolution in overcoming disagreements and achieving peace. Mandela's additional observation, "If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy, then he becomes your partner," ties the triad together by showing how conflict resolution and peace building transform disagreements into partnerships. This triad demonstrates that disagreement can lead to conflict resolution fosters peace building, and peace building supports ongoing conflict resolution and progress.
In the mists of time where myths were born, the wolf's soul from titans torn, sons of Kronos, Rhea's seed, in their shadows the wolf's creed. From the depths of ancient primal wrath, the wolf walked a darkened path, hidden by Rhea, in fear and in haste, in the annals of time a bitter taste. The titans mighty in their reign, but in their hearts a hidden bane. The wolf, a lineage cursed to roam, far from Olympus, their celestial home. Born of giants, a destiny marred, the wolf's soul forever scarred, a creature of night from lineage high, doomed to the shadows under the sky. In the clash of gods the titans fell, but the wolf's story still to tell. A legacy of chaos from Kronos' throne, in the heart of darkness eternally alone. The sons of Kronos in history's weave, a tale of power, of deceive. But the wolf, a secret, kept from sight, a remnant of the titanic fight. Through the ages the wolf roamed, a soul of discord, where titans loomed. In the battle of gods, a forgotten role, a titan's offspring, a tormented soul. In this saga of old, where legends clash, the wolf's story a hidden flash. A son of titans in the shadows cast, in the cosmic dance a figure vast. From Olympus's heights to the mortal plane, the wolf's journey, a mythical chain. A legacy born from titan's strife, in the fabric of time a woven life.
Imagine a world where all beings and beliefs are recognized as interconnected, bound together by the universal value of love. It is this love that maintains equilibrium in human relationships and belief systems. It's like a delicate dance, where altering one step changes the entire choreography. Love is the stabilizer, the counterbalance in our interactions and beliefs. It provides a foundation for growth and understanding. It's like the roots of a tree, anchoring us while allowing us to spread our branches wide. Now imagine the domino effect that actions and thoughts rooted in love can create. It's like a symphony where each note enhances the whole, leading to a harmonious melody of mutual understanding and respect. Yet, love often follows a non-linear path. It's like a winding river, leading us to unexpected depths of connection and understanding. The past, while important, should not be the sole anchor. Inclusion in love means embracing diversity, like a garden blooming with different flowers. Exclusion, however, warns us of the narrowness that comes from a lack of love and acceptance. Certain key principles of love are essential for the health and integrity of our relationships and communities. It's like a river, where a blockage can impede the flow and growth of compassionate and empathetic interactions. Harmonious relationships and beliefs fostered by love can lead to profound understanding and connection. Dissonance, while challenging, is an opportunity for growth, like the resolution of a musical chord. The convergence of loving thoughts and actions can create a strong, unified approach to life and relationships. Divergence, on the other hand, represents the rich tapestry of human experience and the multiple ways love can manifest. The creative combination of diverse aspects of love leads to new insights and deeper connections. Division, however, serves as a caution against the fragmentation of our capacity to love. Associating different expressions and experiences of love enhances our overall understanding of its impact on our lives. Disassociation warns of the limitations that arise from isolating or compartmentalizing our experiences and expressions of love. This highlights the complex, interwoven nature of love within our lives and communities. The risk of disintegration underscores the need for a holistic, integrated approach to understanding and practicing love.
Association, compromise, forgiveness, and stability. The association triad of compromise, forgiveness, and stability illustrates how these elements work together to create a stable and peaceful society. Robert Louis Stevenson's statement, "Compromise is the best and cheapest lawyer," emphasizes the importance of compromise in resolving conflicts and achieving stability. Martin Luther King Jr.'s insight, "Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude," underscores the role of forgiveness in maintaining stability and harmony. Jane Addams's observation, "True peace is not merely the absence of war, it is the presence of justice," ties the triad together by showing how compromise and forgiveness create a just and stable society. This triad demonstrates that compromise fosters forgiveness, forgiveness enhances stability, and stability supports ongoing compromise and harmony. Disassociation, hostility, revenge, and turmoil. The disassociation triad of hostility, revenge, and turmoil highlights how these negative elements perpetuate cycles of conflict and instability. Albert Einstein's insight, "Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools," underscores the destructive nature of hostility, which prevents peaceful resolution of conflicts. The Chinese proverb, "He who seeks vengeance must dig two graves, one for his enemy and one for himself," illustrates the futility of revenge, which perpetuates hostility and turmoil. The quote from Buddha, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die," emphasizes how revenge and hostility contribute to personal and societal turmoil. This triad demonstrates the need to address hostility and revenge to prevent turmoil and promote a more peaceful and harmonious society. Integration, inclusion, community, and safety. The integration triad of inclusion, community, and safety highlights how these elements work together to create a secure and cohesive society. Ola Joseph's insight, "Diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness," emphasizes the importance of inclusion in fostering a sense of community. Herman Melville's observation, "We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men," underscores the interconnectedness of individuals within a community. Nelson Mandela's statement, "Safety and security don't just happen, they are the result of collective consensus and public investment," ties the triad together by showing how inclusion and community create a secure and supportive environment. This triad demonstrates that inclusion fosters community, community enhances safety, and safety supports ongoing inclusion and cohesion. Disintegration, alienation, conflict, and insecurity. The disintegration triad of alienation, conflict, and insecurity shows how these negative elements disrupt social cohesion and stability. Maya Angelou's observation, "We are only as blind as we want to be," highlights how alienation arises from a lack of understanding and empathy, leading to conflict. Max Lucado's statement, "Conflict is inevitable, but combat is optional," suggests that while conflict may arise, it is the response to conflict that determines whether it leads to further alienation and insecurity. John F. Kennedy's insight, "Mankind must put an end to war before war puts an end to mankind," underscores the urgent need to address conflict peacefully. The quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent," emphasizes the importance of addressing insecurity to prevent conflict and alienation. This triad demonstrates the need to address alienation and insecurity to prevent conflict and promote a more cohesive and secure society. Through the exploration of these triads, we can develop a holistic approach to peace building that addresses the complexities of human relationships and societal structures. By implementing the principles derived from these interconnected values, we can create environments where dialogue, compromise, and mutual respect thrive, ultimately leading us closer to the realization of world peace.
In the forest's heart, the story unfolds, a clash of good and evil, a battle age-old. Each arrow Christian loosed with precision and grace met the wolf's fury in the deadly chase. In this epic showdown between dark and light, every blow, every move, fueled by might, Christian, a symbol of hope and valor, battled the wolf, the darkness to conquer. With a final, mighty and courageous stand, Christian struck true, his bow in hand. The wolf, wounded, a cry of defeat, retreated to the shadows in hasty retreat. The bloodline strong withstood the test. Against the wolf they stood their best, a tale of survival, of light against dark, in the cosmic battle a divine spark. The battle a chapter in the ongoing war between the forces of light and the darkened lore. But in this moment victory was clear, in Christian's heart there was no fear. The hunter and the wolf, in history's weave, a tale of courage for those who believe. In the heart of the woods under the moon's glow, the hunter prevailed over his ancient foe. Still the wolf lurks, its role so dire to extinguish mankind's eternal fire. In every shadow a lesson to find, in the journey of souls genes bind. In the weave of time where destinies interlace, a bold paradigm emerges with tribal grace. Not just souls singular in their flight, but a collective spirit reborn in tribal light. Echoing the Tibetan Lama, a tradition clear, the tribal spirit in the collective sphere. As lamas reincarnate with wisdom's flame, so does a tribe's spirit reborn the same. In genetics and spirit, a rich tapestry we see, the tribal soul's endless collective journey. Reborn in each generation, a shared dream stream, a continuous saga in every lineage's theme. Collective karma in shared actions we find shapes our tribe's destiny, intertwined. Decisions and paths, in history's grand dance, craft our future far beyond mere chance. Each new generation hears ancestral echoes ring, in shared values and lore, their wisdoms they bring. As the Lama's mantle spreads across time's art, so does tribal wisdom in each new heart. Genetics, a bridge between ancestors and now, in the tribe's lineage, a sacred vow. Traits and memories in the genetic sea, a reincarnating tribe in continuity. Life's symphony, more than a solo play, a collective journey in genetic sway. The tribal soul, in each lineage's heart, a reincarnation story in genetics plays a part. In tribal reincarnation, a narrative reborn, not just in spirit but in genetics, not forlorn. The tribe's journey encompassing all, in the realm where souls and tribes entwine, we call. Our cousins the Lamas, reborn in each morn, a tribe's essence preserved from old to newborn. Communal spirit spanning lifetimes span, in every generation a new plan. The tribal souls in karma's intricate weave, shared actions, futures they conceive. A collective destiny in choices made, in the tribe's actions their futures laid. When harmonious paths they wisely choose, into their karma, love they infuse. A bright destiny in nature's embrace, the tribe's soul saved in divinity's grace. Genetic heritage establishes our unity, an eternal saga in genome's continuity. Each of us a facet of a universal gem in the cosmic dance where spirits stem. In this dance of life, a collective dream, from past to present, a continuous stream. In the heart of the tribe, together we stand, in the realm of souls and tribes forever hand in hand.